Hi, and welcome to Tuesday's Tips with me, Nikki, and I am from stampingwithnikki.com. And today we're going to talk about cleaning our photopolymer stamps and a couple other tips, and then using them, some tips when we're using them. Photopolymer stamps are my favorite stamps. I love how you can see directly through the image to where you're stamping, and you know exactly that you're lining it up correctly. There's a couple problems that I've come across, and I wanted to point out some solutions to those problems. Last week on our Tuesday tips, I showed you a storage solution on how to keep your stamps organized, and how I like to keep mine attached to the case with the photopolymer, with the image sheet in between. So one of the problems I've been having is that sometimes after I've used them quite a bit, they'll stop sticking as well, and they'll start to fall off and not be as sticky, and they don't tend to stick to the blocks as well either. So I have a quick tip for that. I happen to have, I don't know, like a lifetime supply of these antibacterial wipes. I don't know where they came from, but they've been under our sink for years, and we use them in the car when we need to and whatever. But I think I'm going to start going through them a lot faster, because I found that these work great at cleaning our stamps. You can also, if you don't have the wipes, you can just use any antibacterial or hand sanitizer solution. It works just as well. But I just really like these wipes. So pull these out, and I just take those stamps that aren't real sticky anymore, and I just kind of give them a bit of a rub down, and that's all there is to it. And then you set it aside and let it dry. Another thing that these clean really well are my acrylic blocks. You can see they get a lot of use, and they get real sticky and dirty and everything. So look at that, how fast they clean up. And you can see how dirty that was. But they clean up so fast with these wipes. And I put mono on here sometimes when I am stamping with my rubber stamps, because they don't tend to stick all the time. So yeah, there's extra sticky residue on there. But look, clean and as good as new. So that works so quickly. And I'll just point out, I cleaned this block earlier, but it is back to being super sticky now after having that clean. So, and it will fit back on here just like that. So I actually have a few more to do, so I'll set this to the side. One of the other things I wanted to show you when you're stamping with photopolymer stamps is that sometimes, depending on the surface you're stamping on, if your surface isn't super flat, you will get bald spots in the centers or off to the one side or the other of your stamp set when you go, or of your stamp when you go to put it on the paper, and you'll just get spots that don't stamp correctly. And I think the reason that is with our rubber stamps, we have this piece of foam here. With the photopolymer, there's nothing there. So when we press our rubber stamps against our surface, there's a little bit of give. But when we do that with this, there is none. So what I found that works best for me is to take a mouse pad, and I just set my paper down there, and I ink it up like I always do. And when you use the mouse pad underneath it, you're almost sure to have a nice solid image every time. So if you are having problems with that and it's frustrating you, try that solution. You could also use one of our paper piercing mats, just anything that will give you a little bit of a give when you stamp down. And I think that is it for today. Thanks for watching, and you can subscribe to my channel. It's Stamping with Nikki on YouTube, and get all the great tips that I bring you every Tuesday, as well as some other things I have going on YouTube. And then you can also check out my website at stampingwithnikki.com. I look forward to seeing you or hearing from you soon. Thanks so much.